9:13 today. Horrific flesh-eating parasite called the next plague could spread in the U.S., spurring vaccine efforts. This just came out at 8:20 a.m. An Afghan mother holds her son who has had leishmaniasis as they wait for treatment. And this is back in October 23rd, 2002. And it's caused by a parasite transmitted by sandfly resulting in a harsh-looking ulcer. This is what they say. Of course, they're not going to tell the truth. They put an annual death toll at about 50,000 people. That's about 350 million people that are at risk across an estimated 90 countries, and some scientists have called the parasite the next plague. With mounting fears about a future increase in U.S. cases, a group of scientists in Georgia is racing to create a vaccine, and their new study shows they might be almost there. Okay. All right. A day of the Lord is coming, Jerusalem, when your possessions will be plundered and divided up within your very walls. I will gather all the nations to Jerusalem to fight against it. The city will be captured, the houses ransacked, and the women raped. Half of the city will go into exile, but the rest of the people will not be taken from the city. Then Yahuwah will go out and fight against those nations as he fought on a day of battle. And on that day his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, east of Jerusalem. And the Mount of Olives will be split in two from east to west, forming a great valley, with half of the mountain moving north and half half moving south. You will flee by Mountain Valley, for it will extend to Azazel. You will flee as you fled from the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, the king of Judah. Then Yahuwah my God will come, and all the holy ones with him. And on that day there will be neither sunlight nor cold, frosty darkness. It will be a unique day, a day only known to the Lord, and with no distinction between day and night. When evening comes, there will be light. And on the day, living water will flow out of Jerusalem, and half of it to the east of the Dead Sea, and half of it to the west of the Mediterranean Sea, and in summer and in winter. And Yahuwah will be king over the whole earth, and on that day there will be one Lord, and his name, the only name. The whole land from Jeba to Ramon, south of Jerusalem, will become like the Arabah. But Jerusalem will raise up high from the Benjamin gate to the side of the first gate to the corner gate, and from the tower of Hanel to the royal wine presses, and will remain in its place, and it will be inhabited and never again to be destroyed. Jerusalem will be secure. And this is the plague which Yahuwah will strike all the nations that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh will rot while they are still standing on their feet, and their eyes will rot in their sockets, and their tongues will rot in their mouths. And on the day, people will be stricken by Yahuwah with great panic. They will seize each other by the hand and attack one another. And Judah too will fight at Jerusalem. The wealth of all the surrounding nations will be collected, great quantities of gold and silver and clothing. A similar plague will strike the horses and mules and the camels and donkeys and all the animals in those camps. Then the survivors from all the nations that have attacked Jerusalem will go up year after year to worship the King, the Lord Almighty, and to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. And any of the peoples of the earth do not go up to Jerusalem to worship the King, Yahuwah Almighty, they will have no rain. And if the Egyptian people do not go up and take part, they will have no rain. Yahuwah will bring on them the plague he inflicts on the nations that do not go up and celebrate the festival of tabernacles. This will be the punishment of Egypt and the punishment of all the nations that do not go up to celebrate the festival of tabernacles. And on that day, holy to the Lord will be inscribed on the bells of horses, and the cooking pots in Yahuwah's house will be like the sacred bowls in front of the altar. And every pot in Jerusalem and Judah will be holy until Yahuwah Almighty. And all who come to sacrifice will take some of the pots and cook in them. And on that day that there will be no longer a merchant in the house of Yahuwah Almighty. Just thought I'd share that. So when you look at what came out today, and they're talking about it's about to be in the U.S., you got to pay attention. Could spread in the U.S. It's getting ready to happen, or it is happening already, and y'all need to be on the lookout. And there's a lot of people with flu-like symptoms, and just be on the lookout.